So here's what you can do to protect your intellectual property. You can actually file patents, okay? And the patent offices globally are always backed up, which is why when you file a patent, you can say patent pending, and that's almost good enough to protect your IP. So I would hire a lawyer to file patents on your software and copyright as well, okay? As well as a trademark on the brand name, okay? I would do that immediately. You can always go to LegalZoom.com. I'm not sponsored by them, but you can go to LegalZoom.com if you want to. I have a lawyer I met through LegalZoom.com. He's great. I hired him off of LegalZoom as well now. He's doing a ton of work for me. I've got a moat of copyrights and trademark protecting my IP globally. And you don't have to tell them, like when you do these first meetings with venture investment firms or angel investors, you can just tell them about the concept. You don't have to explain how it's going to work. Like for example, there's a company called Nest, which makes those thermostats that look like this on the wall. And there's a venture capitalist I talked to from Kleiner Perkins named Randy Komisar. We partnered on a deal years ago, my firm with his. And I asked him, how did you know to invest in Nest? And what was it like? Because they sold Nest to Google for $3 billion several years ago. And so he told me, I said, was a product amazing? He said, no. When they came in to show me the product, they just had a piece of wood. This is a hockey puck because, I'm Canadian. They had a piece of wood and they said, this is what the product will look like. And I said, well, why did you invest? And he said, because the management team was unbelievable. They were really passionate in their delivery. From an engineering perspective, it sounded like they knew what they were doing, and much, much more, obviously. But they didn't tell him what's inside this box, right? So you don't have to give away everything. And one thing I'll caution you on is with early stage investments, if it's your first time raising money and you approach high net worth investors, and before the meeting, before you ask them if they want to take the meeting, you tell them to sign an NDA or a non-disclosure agreement, they're not going to take the meeting most of the time. They won't. So what I would do is just keep it very generic what you explain to them. Yeah. And file patents and copyrights and trademarks first if you want to. For more details, go to uspto.gov. That's the United States Patent Office, okay, and Trademark Office. Or you can go to copyright.gov, which is the United States copyright website. And I've filed my stuff globally as well. And what happens is if you file in one country, it can be protected in many countries, but it depends. You have to talk to a lawyer first.